Next, having a new venture through people's interest, your personal interest or other people's interest. With that, you can start a business that will really suit your interest because you will go a long way if you are really interested to the business or to that line of business. Let's say, for example, the growing popularity of healthy living, no, can create opportunities for, as mentioned earlier, no, like organic food stores, gym, fitness studios, yoga, or wellness retreat places. So for people's interest. So if you would like to be fit, you can go to the gym, no? That's why naay mag-open og gym. Nga namang naay gym diha dool sa uh, UCLM because there are students and employees within the area who is fond of bulking up or being fit nganong naay mga uh, barbershop there sa area because the opportunity was seen that it could be potential, no, uh, potential business since not all students uh, could comply to the requirement of uh, the school to have a proper haircut. So once dili pasudlon ang students, of course, ang intention sa student is to have a haircut. So, ready sila to accommodate those customers. Then, past experience could be a source of entrepreneurial ventures. For example, uh, a chef who recently retired, no, or recently resigned, but worked for years in the industry, uh, could decide to open up his or her own restaurant. No? So that's a good example of past experience as a source of entrepreneurial venture. Okay, let's proceed to the next subtopic, which is the character traits of successful entrepreneurs. So let's redefine entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs are individuals who start and manage their own ventures or businesses. To be successful, they often possess certain character traits, and these traits are clustered into three, and these are the following: achievement cluster, planning cluster, and the power cluster. So let's first talk about the achievement cluster. So it is there are different components of being an entrepreneur under the achievement cluster. So entrepreneurs under this cluster possesses these traits such as opportunity seeker, being committed, persistent, and a risk taker, as well as efficient and quality oriented. So when we say opportunity seeker, they are always on the lookout for new business ideas. Then entrepreneurs who are committed are dedicated to their goals and take full responsibility for their actions. Entrepreneurs who are persistent don't give up easily, no, and keeps trying different approaches to overcome different challenges and to succeed. As well as for uh, entrepreneurs who are risk takers, they are willing to take calculated risks to achieve their goals. So high risk, high reward. So that is for uh, the achievement cluster. Not basically not giving up, even though facing some challenges and making themselves more efficient and effective to produce quality outcomes. Now they strive to do things faster with minimal cost. Now for planning cluster, uh, this supports the character traits of the achievers, no, or the achievement cluster. So Uh, Under this planning cluster, entrepreneurs are goal setters. So they have clear objectives and a plan to achieve their goals, as well as information seeker. So they gather information to make informed decisions. Now they gather first data now before doing actions. Then they are also systematic, especially in planning and monitoring. So they follow a structured approach to planning and regularly evaluate their progress. So na ay monitoring, na ay uh, data, no, they are looking into if they are doing well or if they are uh, no, appreciating or depreciating in terms of uh, quality of performance. Now for power cluster, this reflects the degree of interpersonal relations. So uh, effective, no? So how you convince uh, or how you persuade. So under power cluster, persuasive and positive influence is being used. So entrepreneurs can convince others of their ideas and maintain a positive attitude. So, kumbaga, marketing strategy uh, or strength yun nila is their marketing strategies or persuasive ability. Then they are self-confident. They believe in themselves and in their abilities. So, in summary, successful entrepreneurs are opportunistic, they are committed, persistent, risk taking, goal oriented, always informed, very systematic. They can easily persuade people and confident of their business and, of course, themselves. So these traits will help them overcome challenges, make good decisions, and achieve their business goals. Okay, next, entrepreneurs to be successful does not or do not rely only with their traits. One of the factors as well in becoming a successful entrepreneur is to be skilled. So entrepreneurs need a variety of skills to succeed. So these can be categorized into three main areas. First is the cognitive skills, then technical skills, and lastly the interpersonal skills. So when we say cognitive skills, these are mental abilities that help entrepreneurs learn and think critically. So under these skills are sub skills such as problem solving skills, which is the ability to identify problems, to gather information, uh, brainstorm solutions. They can evaluate options or choices and even implement the best choice there is. For technical skills, um, when we say technical skills, di ba, we are under tech voc, no? So more on the actual performance. So technical skills are specialized knowledge and abilities related to a particular field, no? For example, if you are a cookery student, so ang imong uh, field is more on cooking or hospitality industry. You know, if you are ICT, more on technology and computer related field. So for example, uh, in technical skills, ang iyang sub-skill is technical proficiency. So in technical proficiency, uh, an entrepreneur should have a deep understanding of the industry or product that the entrepreneur is involved in. Na ay specialization, no? You are an expert of certain field or so, no? So next is the interpersonal skills. When we say inter, it is uh, a skill that passes through other people. not to yourself. Not to yourselves, not to yourself. So these are skills related to interacting with others, such as relationship building. No, uh, as personally, what I've noticed now for good entrepreneurs, they are really good in public speaking and uh, marketing. No, so uh, PR, public relation as well. No, so they have the ability to form strong connections with customers, employees, even suppliers. No, na ay persuasion, and even convince investors. So to sum it all up, no, so the skills of entrepreneurship, in order for you to be successful entrepreneur, you need to possess a combination of cognitive, technical, and interpersonal skills. So these skills will help you navigate challenges, make informed decisions, and build successful business. Okay, lastly, we're going to tackle about the core competencies of entrepreneurship. So, in order to become a successful entrepreneur, it requires a combination of knowledge, personal qualities, and practical skills. You need to understand the principles of entrepreneurship, possess the right character traits, and develop necessary skills. So, competencies of entrepreneurship, the core competencies can be summarized as follows: understanding principles. No? So you need to understand all the principles. You need to recall all the principles of entrepreneurship. It is knowing the basics of entrepreneurship, such as business planning, market analysis, and financial management. In character traits, it it requires entrepreneurs to have qualities like perseverance, being a risk taker, creative, and a good leader. Then for the skills, entrepreneurs should possess practical abilities like problem solving, good communication, and working in a team. So why these core competencies are important? So these core competencies are important because uh, altogether it can make the entrepreneur competent. So being competent always results to being uh, able to have a competitive advantage. So, what is competitive advantage? It is when you have a strong understanding of entrepreneurship, you have the right character traits and the necessary skills, meaning you are better equipped to compete in the marketplace or in the industry or in. So, uh, there is something in you that makes you prepared. So preparedness is very important in becoming an entrepreneur. So being a competent entrepreneur means you're ready to face the challenges and opportunities that come with starting and running a venture. So in conclusion, becoming a successful entrepreneur requires a well-rounded approach, holistic approach that includes both theoretical knowledge and practical skills. So by developing your core competencies, you can increase your chances of achieving your entrepreneurial goals. So as you can see in the screen, there is a formula. No, being competent, you should be able to have the principles plus the character traits plus the skills, not or. It's a combination. No, the three are being added all together. So in order for you to have this competitive advantage. So if you have this competitive advantage, meaning you are competent. When you are competent, meaning you are ready to have a business.